Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to install Windows on DELL Precision 5520. In order to install Windows, we will need to begin by first, why would you install Windows? Because it's quite interesting. So you may want to install Windows if you don't have access to your account because either something's corrupted or you've forgotten your password and weren't able to restore it. Also, there's a chance that you don't have any system or any other reason, and that installing Windows can help you with that. So you'll need a USB drive. First of all, that's at least 8 GB, but if it has more, then it'll be better. And another thing is that you will need, if you can't access the system right now on your Dell, then you will need another Windows device to create the USB bootable drive on, and from that drive we'll install Windows. So let's begin with downloading the file which we'll use for Windows. Okay, so at first let's go to a browser, and in the browser I'm just gonna go through all of these steps, which I honestly hate. Then let's connect to network because I can see that I don't have any internet connection right now. And search for Windows 11 ISO. Just like that. And you'll be able to find, let's accept it. Find download Windows 11. I'm just gonna quickly change the language. Okay, and now scroll down until you find download Windows 11 disk image ISO. Select the Windows 11 multi-edition ISO, click on download now, and then select the language as well. And it's very important to select the correct one because later, even if you change it, it won't change fully in the system, just in a few places. Then click on confirm. And now select 64-bit download and it'll start downloading. In the process, we will need to download two more things. First of all, a tool that will let us create our drive as bootable. So find Rufus.ie, and that's a website that you should go on. Scroll down until you find download and select probably the first version. If it doesn't work, then you'll need to just get, a different one. It'll prompt you about it. Then the last thing is the Wi-Fi driver, and I'm gonna explain it in a moment, but first let's get it. Let's go to drivers and downloads. And now I'm gonna accept everything and stuff. Okay, it's not in English. Let's change that. There's so much languages. I didn't know that. Okay. Enter the service tag of your laptop, which is at the bottom of your laptop. So let's flip it over. Then under this door, there will be the serial number. I mean service tag, of course. Okay, and now let's type the serial tag in. And while typing that in, I'm gonna explain why we need the Wi-Fi driver. So, all of the other drivers, because if you install Windows, not everything works correctly at the beginning. And to update the drivers for different devices in your laptop, like the touchpad, camera, microphone and stuff, you will need internet connection. And some laptops automatically install Wi-Fi drivers while installing Windows, but it's not always the case. And when it's not the case, you need to get the Wi-Fi driver manually, because without that you won't connect to internet, and if you don't connect to internet, it won't install any other drivers at all. So we just need this one. Once you've entered the service tag, because you may have, you may have the Precision 5520, but your service tag may be different, and that may mean that it needs different drivers. That's why we're entering the service tag. Now, you can see for this device, you need to get for this device, and you can see for this device there's 23, and for all Precision 5520 there's like 90 something, right? 92. And we need to select the WLAN or wireless. Let's see how it's. I think it'll be the Wi-Fi UWD driver. It may be named differently on your device, but when it says Wi-Fi WLAN or wireless, then you'll probably know that. You can also see the category here, and underneath it there's another network, Ethernet and wireless, but it's for Bluetooth, so I don't need it. It'll get installed automatically. Once I have selected it, I can scroll up and select download selected. Now you can see it's getting it downloaded, so let's open Rufus now. Click on yes to open it, and now click on yes to let it download updates. Now select the USB device, you need to have it plugged in, and if you have several ones and don't know which one to choose, unplug all the other ones to make sure you select the correct one, because if you select the wrong one, data will be erased on the drive that you're setting it up, so you probably don't want to select the wrong one. Then click on select here to select the disk or ISO image, and now just find the disk image file. Probably it'll be in the downloads where Rufus automatically points to, but if it's somewhere else you need to find it yourself in the Explorer here. Now it'll start scanning the image, and by the way, don't change anything here. And also don't worry about the driver right now, we'll deal with that in a moment. So now once it has scanned, let's click on start. I'm gonna unselect these because they don't really matter for me right now. Let's click on OK and click on OK again. And now it is creating the file. So I'm gonna get back to you when it's done. And now once it's done, you should go to the File Explorer. In the File Explorer, you should be able to find the drive marked as CCCOMA, whatever, and then copy the wireless driver here. So I'm just gonna drag this one to the Explorer and then drag it into this place. Now it's being copied, and it's like everything what we had to do on the other Windows device is done. Now we can move on to the DELL. Of course I'm using the DELL all the time, but if you weren't, then move on to the DELL. If your DELL is currently on, shut it down and then plug in the USB drive. So let's shut it down and plug the USB drive in, of course, and wait possibly up to 30 seconds. Now you should press on the power button and immediately after releasing it, start repeatedly pressing on F12 on your keyboard. Once it starts loading the blue bar, you can release, and now use your keyboard to select UEFI generic, like whatever, like the thing that seems like USB. In my case it says SD because I have like an SD card in an adapter, but it will most probably be USB. Click on enter, and now wait. Now, let's see if the touchpad works, because it not always works. It does. So you can just use it to simply select the language, time and currency format, go to next, select the keyboard or input method, click on next, then agree that everything will be deleted and click on next. Now accept the terms and wait a moment. It'll detect the disk in your laptop. And this is what you should stumble across now. So if you have like the disk 0, disk 1, the disk 1, you can see it has CCOMA or whatever. We know that it's our USB drive. So we're not gonna touch the disk 1, but disk 0 then is the internal drive, right? So I'm gonna just click on each of the partitions one by one and click on delete partition. So let's do it with partition 1. It should change into disk 0 unallocated space, and let's do that with all the other partitions. At the end, we should just have disk 0 unallocated space and nothing else from disk 0. Now feel free to select disk 0 unallocated space and click on next. Now click on install and wait. Your PC may restart several times, also the screen may flash several times, and I'm gonna get back to you when all of that is done. Please don't unplug your laptop from charging during this process, or don't turn it off at all. And if you really need to, then first click on cancel. And now, as you can see, we are in the setup process. So what you should do is select the country or region first, of course, and click on yes. Then select the keyboard layout or input method, right? Click on yes, and you can also add another layout or click on skip. And now we need to install the driver, and don't click on install driver. Instead click on Shift and F10 on your keyboard. If it didn't open this black window, try clicking on Shift F10, which is on the left side of the Windows key on bottom row of the keyboard, and F10 at the same time, so 3 keys, Shift F10, F10. And now click on the top bar of this black window to make sure you're focused on it, and type in D:, and click on enter. Now type in dir, and if it shows you the driver name, the one that we have downloaded earlier, then it's great. If it doesn't, then try instead of D typing in E:, or F:, and it should, at some point after you go to that drive and type in dir, it should find this file. Now let's type in, I'm just gonna type in Intel or int and click on tab, it'll finish the whole name for me because it's quite long. I don't want to type it all in. And click on enter. Now select install. I can close out of this black window, by the way. Click on next, agree to the license terms and conditions, and click on install. Now wait a moment, it won't take long. And you'll see how in a moment the Wi-Fi appears right here. Now I'm gonna finish it and you can see we have the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna close that. Now let's click on connect to the Wi-Fi network you wish to connect to. And click on next. Now it'll start updating your laptop, and you shouldn't touch anything on your laptop right now. Just wait until the update finishes, and once it's done, then it's all great. You'll just go to the another step automatically.